Hi, this is Albert with Mainland Cycle Center. Today I want to show you a 2014, the new Teryx 2-passenger side-by-side from Kawasaki. There's some exciting stuff to talk about with this unit. There's some stuff that's real familiar about this unit if you're familiar with the Teryx 4s. A lot of stuff is very similar to our Teryx 4-seater, which is very good because the Teryx 4-seater is a very good unit. Has done really well, has been quite a hit for Kawasaki because there's really not a 4-passenger unit on the market quite like the Teryx 4, and I'd have to say there's really not a 2-seat unit on the market quite like this new Teryx 2-passenger unit. So what's the difference? The chassis, the wheelbase is exactly the same as a Teryx 4, which is not bad because the Teryx 4 as a 4-passenger side-by-side, the wheelbase was only marginally longer than our standard 2-seat Teryx. So you don't have a lot of wheelbase. You still have great ground clearance with this Teryx 2P and of course the Teryx 4. The other thing that was new on the Teryx 4s for 2014 was that they're an 800cc class unit. I think they're 780 some odd cc's, but we now call it a Teryx 800. Of course, it still has the familiar Kawasaki V-twin. Electronic power steering is now standard on the 2-passenger as it is with the 4-passenger Teryxes. And then all of the 2014 Teryxes, 4-passenger and 2-passenger, have the Fox podium shocks. This one is an LE model, so it comes just like you're seeing it here with the hard top. It has the painted finish. This is, I believe, candy lime green. Beautiful, beautiful color. And then it has the LED headlights. So this is LED headlights, just like the LED light bars that you may be familiar with. Only that technology is in the headlights. So much brighter than the standard halogen headlights. And then also, like the Teryx 4-passenger models for 2014, the LEs anyway, we have the color-matched A-arms and shock springs on the suspension, which just adds a touch of class for sure. And then, of course, these LE models also come with this front brush guard. And what's nice about that front brush guard is it has a couple of tabs on it to mount some auxiliary driving lights. Puts you a nice set of LED lights on there. They look really great. Still have the great doors that would come to like from the Teryx 4. Easy open, easy close, just really nice on those doors. The fantastic seats, really some of the best seats in the business. New for 2014 is that they're this tri-tone. Has the Teryx logo silk screened or printed on there, but the three color upholstery really looks nice. Okay, so it's a 2-passenger now, only the front 2 seats. So what they did is they gave us a big bed, so a pretty nice sized bed. This looks to be, I haven't measured it yet, but looks to be maybe a touch smaller lengthwise anyway than the old Teryx 2-seater. But what is new is these big, huge storage compartments in here, and these things are just massive. And there's a little rubber strap. Maybe we'll tilt this bed here. So there's a little rubber strap right here. Undo that, and then this opens, and it's got this massive storage compartment. And of course, this is on the 4-passenger model. This area in here is what would be the footwell for the rear seat. So it's quite big, very large, lots of storage capacity. And there's 2 of these, one on this side, one on that side, and then you do have a little tray here where you could strap something down there. There's no storage in the middle there because you've got drive shaft and exhaust and stuff coming out. And then you've got these side panels here that are an easy remove. There's a little quarter turn deal right in here. You pull that loose, and then it's just got a couple little tabs in the back that fit into there. Okay, so you got this little tab here that fits into that slot, and so it just plugs up. So that makes it really easy to access those rear storage compartments. And so that's a pretty cool feature. See if I can put this back on with one hand. Should be able to. But really on and off pretty easy with these nice little quarter turn fasteners. And then of course you do have the tilt bed, as you can see. Pretty standard stuff. Still has the Kawasaki multi-disc wet rear brake. Of course, we talked about the Fox podium shocks. The little bed rails here on the bed are nice for tying down, and they look good too, so I do like that. This is a little shorter in the back end. It's almost like they chopped the back end off, I guess just to make the unit appear to be a little smaller, a little shorter than the 4-passenger models. Of course, the wheelbase is the same, so anyway, it's a nice look. Of course, there's your rear end with the 2-inch receiver hitch. Of course, fully independent suspension, stainless steel muffler. You know, really great Kawasaki quality. The frame on these is a XX frame, and it's just super stiff, super rigid, very well made, very robust and durable and rugged on these. Of course, it's got really nice tailgate latches. There, tailgate sets down. There's a couple little drink holder areas there, which is nice. Tie down points in the bed, like that. The LE model is going to come with the alloy wheels. Of course, you still got the Maxxis 26-inch Bighorn 2.0 tires, which is really a nice tire for an OEM tire. Fuel fill is on this side. Still runs on 87 octane fuel. Got your grab handle in here for the passenger, as well as a couple of little foot rests in here, so we get the camera to focus a little bit. So the one there and one there, so a little place to put your feet in there. The front hood opens. No storage under here, but it gives you access for maintenance. The battery is under here. The fuses are under here. The master cylinder, air cleaner, radiator. The radiator, starting with the Teryx 4, is mounted higher than it was in the Teryx 2-seaters, which is nice. Keeps them out of the mud and that kind of thing. I also love the fact that now all the fuses and the battery and everything are up here. So here's your battery right in here, and then right up here are your fuses, circuit breakers, some of the relays and that kind of stuff. So for adding electrical accessories, these stereos, lights and stuff like that, much easier to wire, because everything is right up here. You're going to put your switches in the dash typically, and all of those electrical connections are made up here. So definitely easier for adding electrical accessories on these new generation of Teryx 4-passenger and the 2-passenger. So I like that a lot. Of course, these do have power steering now, as we talked about. It's electronic power steering. Works great. Been no issues with it. You've got low, high, neutral, and reverse in the transmission. And of course, these have the new clutch. We've not had any belt issues with these new Teryx 4s, and because this is the same drive line, wouldn't expect any with the new Teryx 2-seater. But they have a new centrifugal clutch that keeps the belt engaged all the time. So when you come to a stop in gear, there's a centrifugal clutch that disengages. Anyway, it's fantastic. No belt issues with these. They've done really well. Digital instrumentation, much like the Teryx 4, 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive display, the clock, odometer, speedometer. You can switch this to show trip meter A, trip meter B, an hour meter, and then back to the odometer. And but then you've got some other warning lights: the electronic power steering light, neutral, seat belt, oil pressure, because we're not running, we don't have any oil pressure, park and brake, reverse, diff lock, check engine, all of that standard lighting. 12-volt power outlet, dual drink holders, little cubby hole, another little cubby hole. Just really great controls. The Teryx 4s and the Teryx 2-passengers have really been a good redesign for Kawasaki, and we love these units. There's going to be 2 versions of this Teryx 2-seater. This is the LE. The standard model is going to be in blue. I believe right now these have an MSRP of $14,999, and I believe the blue model is not going to have the alloy wheels, not going to come with the top, not going to have the brush guard, not going to have the painted finish, not going to have the multicolored seats, and it's not going to have LED headlights. And I believe those are going to be $12,999. Could be mistaken, but I believe that's correct. But this is the top of the line one, the LE. Well, that's a look at the Teryx 4. That was been a long video, and I appreciate you hanging with me and watching it up until this point. And just if you haven't ridden a Teryx and you'd like to come by and ride one, come by our store and take a look and take a ride on one. We have a little test track here at the store, and we'd love to give you the opportunity to ride either the Teryx 2-passenger or the Teryx 4-passenger. side-by-sides from Kawasaki. Hey, thanks for watching. Let's tell you a little bit about who we are. We're Mainland Cycle Center. We're located in LaMarque, Texas. We're about 30 minutes south of downtown Houston, just off of I-45 in LaMarque. You can find us online at mainlandcyclecenter.com. You can give us a call at 409-948-4969. Or even better, come by and see us in person here at Mainland Cycle Center, where we would love to help you just any way we can. Hey, thanks for watching.